Hello, church. We'd have all woken up today, or if we saw it yesterday, with the news that we are entering a second lockdown. And looking at the news this morning, I think that means what I suppose probably wouldn't come as a great surprise to many of us, that we're not going to be able to meet in person as a church for the next month. It's really weird. It's really hard. And I know for every single one of us in different ways, we're going to have lost something. There's going to be sadness. It's going to be challenging. And I just want to say a couple of quick things, really, just a couple of quick thoughts. First of all, it's rubbish. I'm stating the obvious, but it is rubbish. Every single one of us has lost something. It's going to, be grieving something in this season. And I just want to say that's okay. I think in Britain, we have this kind of stiff upper lip culture where we kind of want to pretend like it's all okay, really, like sadness is sometimes almost like not allowed, or we've kind of almost got to be like, oh, well, other people have got it worse. You know what? Other people might have it worse, but that doesn't mean that what you're dealing with right now isn't rubbish. And it's okay to be honest about that. In fact, I think it's really important to be honest about that. I expect many of us are experiencing sadness, anger. It's difficult, and it's okay to just be honest about that with each other. And it's okay to be honest about that with God. Jesus experienced sadness and disappointment. He didn't feel the need to hide it. He didn't feel the need to kind of put a brave face on and smile. One of the most memorable verses in the Bible is also the shortest verse. It's the classic, cheat memory verse, at Sunday school. It's the verse, Jesus wept. Jesus, experiences loss and he cries. Jesus experiences loss, and there's times where he takes himself off to be on his own. He goes to be with his Father. That's okay. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be annoyed and angry. It's okay to be sad and disappointed. I just really like to encourage you, just take that to Jesus. Don't hide that from him, and don't hide that from each other. Let's just be real and honest about it, because it's okay for it to not be okay. And the second thing I want to say is this. Let's listen for the invitation of Jesus in this season. Jesus always uses everything, especially the rubbish, which he hasn't caused, to bless us. And I think one of the things that COVID has done, which God, I think, is wanting to use to bless us, is COVID unsettles everything. And when things are unsettled, all of a sudden we start to realise the things that we put our trust in that weren't really trustworthy and that weren't ultimately God. In other words, something like COVID God allows us in that time to experience that unsettling such that we might see that which we've trusted in, which is not him. In other words, that which has become an idol. Familiarity can become an idol. Church can become an idol. All sorts of things can become idols. Not bad things. They're good things, but they're good things put in the wrong place. And I wonder if in this season of unsettling, you might listen for the invitation of Jesus. As you feel unsettled, use that as an opportunity to turn to him. As you feel disconcerted, as the ground's moved again, as the goalposts once again moved, as everything's changing, as everything seems to be crashing around you, as it's disappointing, as it's hard, which it is, use it as an opportunity and an invitation of Jesus to depend more on him. Maybe the gift that will come from this season is that you will find a foundation that is firmer, because you will find the foundation that is Jesus. It's going to be hard, this lockdown or not. This season is going to continue to be hard. It gets increasingly wearying. We get sad, we get angry, we struggle. It doesn't serve us to try and pretend that that's not the case. So let's be real about that. Let's share that with someone else, a loved one, a friend, and let's most of all share that with Jesus, the God who wept, the God who grieved. And let's grieve our losses in this season as we walk through it together. Guys, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard and weird not to see you again for a few weeks. In fact, the next time I see you, I'm probably going to have a baby. That's crazy. But I hope you keep safe. We're praying for you. Let's keep praying for one another. And let's pick up the phone. Let's get on Zoom. Let's stay connected as a church. We don't need to come to the building to stay connected. but we do need to do something. And so don't hold back. Don't wait for someone to call first. Get on the phone, call someone, and just chat and just share how you are and pray together. Jesus is with us. God bless.